Hi there, this is Catherine. Thanks you for listening to my SEO Tips micro podcast. So, before we get into today's SEO tip, I just wanted to share with you the ways you can support the podcast if you're enjoying all the tips and finding them useful. So, you can send me a donation at buymeacoffee.com/Catherine W. Ong, O-N-G. And that's Catherine with a K. Any and all levels of donation are appreciated. It will help me offset the cost of producing the podcast. So, that's buymeacoffee.com/KATHERINEWONG. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to our email list to make sure you're not missing any future episodes or any other news about the SEO Tips podcast. And to do that, you'd go to wostrategies.com/newsletter. Okay, on with today's tip. Hello, and thanks for listening to SEO Tips today. So today we're going to be diving into a severe but often invisible technical problem facing large websites, the indexing quality crisis, or what some Googlers refer to as a Google forgetting your pages. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario, it's a critical issue impacting site coverage, especially for large publishers and e-commerce sites. Historically, SEOs focused on ensuring that Google could crawl and index your content. Now, even if Google can crawl a page, it might choose to de-index or simply forget it exists if it doesn't meet certain quality and engagement thresholds. We have data from Google's search index that indicates that a page that hasn't been crawled for approximately 130 days is removed from the search results, and if it's not crawled within 190 days, it's likely to be completely forgotten by the system, moving its status inside Google Search Console to the report that says URL is unknown to Google. This process is governed by internal metrics, including the URL's importance rank. When Google hits its soft index limit, it prioritizes content, and pages that fall below that threshold are removed. This index quality issue is responsible for a massive 88% of the not indexed errors seen in Google Search Console, based on analysis of millions of pages. So, what drives this forgetting process? Google employs what are called page level and domain level quality signals. At the page level, 3 problems are currently seen. 1, the pages don't have unique indexable content. 2, the indexable pages are not linked to from other important pages. 3, the indexable pages weren't ranking for queries or driving relative clicks. In fact, if Google ranks your page but finds that searchers aren't clicking on it or interacting with it, Google may remove that page from search results in the future. Now, at the domain level, indexing issues can be tied to site-wide quality problems, the site not driving any brand clicks, or the website not being linked to by relevant high-quality websites, or, I believe, too much low-quality content, which could be inadvertent. So a lot of not well-managed filters or not blocking internal search, those kind of things. So this is what you need to do immediately. First, look at the URLs categorized as crawled, currently not indexed in your Google Search Console. Those are the pages that Google previously indexed, but are no longer serving in search results, often signaling a quality review. So second, reinforce your internal linking structure. Pages that aren't linked to from other important pages are vulnerable to being forgotten. And third, ensure that every page you want indexed is truly valuable to the user, well optimized, driving engagement and clicks, which is a signal that Google monitors closely. Its internal metrics, which they call Glue, is a massive table of user tracking activity, including clicks, queries, and how long the user lingers on the page. So finally, if you have a large site and you're managing complex subdomains, be aware that makes things more complicated. I've personally found government clients, one instance in particular, on the nasa.gov domain, where they had, this was for a subset of NASA. They had 150 unmaintained subdomains run by different departments on different CMS systems, and many of them had site quality issues, unblocked, not blocked internal search, no SEO effort. So anyway, actively seek out those subdomains and subproperties. So that's your tip for today. Stop ignoring the indexing quality crisis by checking your crawl metrics and ensuring that every URL contributes unique value and is internally linked. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for another SEO tip.